Teach a church youth group. The youth are the next leaders of tomorrow. They will run the future governments, future corporations, and future families. This is why it is important to have them well equipped for their future roles. Equipping, however, must not only be limited to their academic and social lives. Their spiritual growth must also be taken into account. Remember, godly youth can dramatically change the world. If you are a church youth group teacher, keep in mind that your role is of prime importance. You hold the future of the world in your hands. To become an effective teacher, here are some ideas on what you should do during, before, and after the youth group meetings. Ask God's guidance through prayers. While you are preparing your lesson and before you talk, make sure to ask God to give you wisdom. Pray that God will effectively use you to minister and speak to the youth. Ask God to bless your words, so they will be a source of comfort, encouragement, wisdom, and revelation. Be ready with your lesson. Your lesson should foremost be timely and relatable. It should be something that the young people are eager to know or something that they need to be aware of. Make sure to look for Bible verses that will provide a biblical standpoint. Remember, the main purpose for having a church youth group is to help the youth apply the Word of God to their lives, so Bible verses need to be incorporated in your lesson. Think of good examples. Your lesson will have a greater impact on the youth if it has several examples and illustrations to which they can relate. Best to use are situations and events in your life, as these will allow the youth to see you on a more personal level. Real-life accounts of famous people can also be used as illustrations, but make sure to verify facts. Prepare a PowerPoint presentation. A PowerPoint presentation can be a useful tool in sending your message across. You can include the Bible verses, the points you want to emphasize, and some pictures in the presentation. Make sure, however, not to clutter your presentation with details. Simply put the details that are really necessary. Keep it light. Remember, you are talking to young people, so it is important to keep the atmosphere light and fun. Use simple words at all times to make the lesson digestible. Have a humorous angle in your lesson as well. But remember to keep the message of the lesson intact. However fun and light the lesson becomes, the message should still capture the mind and heart of the youth. Pray after the lesson. Utter a short prayer for the youth after you teach. Ask God to use the lesson to bring transformations into the lives of the youth. It will be best if you encourage the youth to ask questions about the lesson. This will help you know if they really understand a lesson or if there are some parts that are quite confusing to them. Allow the question and answer part turn into a free-flowing discussion, which will inevitably open opportunities for you to understand a youth on a different level.